Folks. So jumping back into House Flipper 1, I finished yet another house. So I will overlay some before footage right now of what the place looked like. This is the house in a thicket. And it was a mess. As you're probably seeing right now, the outside was an absolute disaster. I'm not sure why it was such a disaster. I'm not sure what happened to make it such a disaster, but it was pretty bad. As you can probably see, there's things I have to shovel up, like rock or debris, whatever it is. Tons of garbage, and yeah, a yard that is essentially just destroyed. I will admit that I really didn't know what to do with the outside, so it was like the last thing I did, which you'll see, and I didn't do very much with it because I don't really understand the concept too much. Also, you'll notice when we jump into it that I changed the layout of this house quite a bit. Something which I didn't realize until I was just watching the footage. Like, I knew I changed the layout, I just didn't realize how much I changed the layout. It's quite a bit different, and it's a little bit bigger. So let's go ahead and jump in to what is now the new refurbished house in a thicket. And there we go. We now have a new looking, much cleaner, much better house. So let's just go for walking around the yard for a bit, because that's usually where I start off, because it's usually the one thing I don't do a lot of, but it can make or break the day, make or break the flip. So I just added some sod to where there had been areas where there was no sod. I got rid of a lot of these weird shrubby bushes, but I did add a few more in just for I don't know, texture, I guess you could say, but also for a little bit of privacy. Because I put in a little fire pit area back here. Because ultimately, I think this is not a place really for kids. Not meant to be for kids. It's just for maybe a couple adults to live in the house, or maybe a couple or something like that. I put a couple of lilac trees back here, and that's really about all I did. I don't quite understand the house in a thicket thing, because I'm not sure if you can see, but we're in the middle of a town or a city. But I can assure you, it was meant to look like you were in the country. It was really weird. Also, you'll notice now that I have, instead of a garage, I have a window. Because as per I believe my last playthrough, if I have them up in the proper order, I also got rid of the garage in this one like I did that one. I just I have no use for it. To me, it's just a waste of space. I have no desire to do anything in a garage, so I just get rid of it altogether. You'll also notice that before, the door for the front had gone in through a side wall, and now that side wall's gone because I have built onto the property, because this is one of those flips, or one of these properties that you can actually do house building on. Did I do a good job? No, probably not. But then again, it's really difficult, I find, to you can't match the roof to what the existing roof is. So I don't. It is what it is. I don't really care. I don't think, but it works. I mean, I probably I should have put some siding up there, but I didn't think of it. I saw plain white wall and didn't think anything of it, but it is what it is. Let's just pretend it's not there. The one thing I did do is I changed all the windows. I'm realizing maybe the windows are a little bit fancy for this kind of siding, or maybe the siding is just not fancy enough for the windows. I don't know. I don't really care. It is what it is. I love the windows. That's why I chose those style of windows. And the siding, I was trying to keep to the house in the thicket kind of country vibe-ish thing on the outside, even though you're in the middle of the city kind of thing. I don't know. It was kind of weird. I just found it kind of weird. I was trying to keep some of the feel of it, and I don't know. I don't know if that worked or not. But let's go through the front door, and we go into a long hallway, which there was originally a hallway here, but I did change it a bit. So now in the addition that I added on, I put a bathroom, because there hadn't been a bathroom in the previous place. Or maybe there was, and I just couldn't figure out which room was supposed to be the bathroom because there was no bath fixtures. I don't know. But I put a very basic, simple bathroom with a standalone shower and a bathtub and a toilet and, lots of storage, actually. It's quite a large room, really, when you think about it. Yeah, as usual, I just didn't do very much in here. It was just because they needed a bathroom, and I really didn't know what to do. I didn't want to get rid of one of the bedrooms to turn it into a bathroom, because I wanted to keep the two bedrooms, so I had to add on something, and I didn't know where else to add it on to. Down over here, we'll go to the living area first. I mean, this is the corridor corridor. As you can see, I have some artwork hanging and a mirror and sitting area and shoe storage here. But over to the left here, we have a living room. Uh, it is kind of a little bit on the countryish side, you know. Got flower. Excuse my dog barking. It's got some flower wallpaper. It's lots of browns and kind of earthy colors. I didn't do really any decorating in here because I really just didn't know what to do. I think I'm getting a little tired of doing House Flipper. I think I'm getting a little tired of what they have to offer, and I think I'm going to have to take a break after this video and whatever one I did last, because I am getting bored. I have been pulling a lot of things in from the community workshop, but even that, you know, sometimes they just don't work. They just don't fit or something. I don't know. So the only thing I have in here from that workshop is the books here and that wall. No, I think the wall thing. This whatever this thing is called. I think that's the only thing from the workshop that's in here. I wanted a fireplace that worked, so I decided just to get one of the fireplaces from the decoration section, and I've got a TV that works because I wanted that as well. But otherwise, it's a very basic, very simple. I would be quite happy with this living room. I wish I had this living room, but it's just very simple. Over here is a very, very large kitchen. In fact, you'll notice at the top right there, it changes from living room to large kitchen, and I'm quite happy with this. Again, it's a little bit country-ish. Lots of browns, lots of warm tones, some stone on the floor, some, what is this, gingham or plaid kind of pattern on the wall. This back here is actually, if you can see by the shine, it's actually tile. I decided to tile and mix a wallpaper with a tile. I kind of wish, if this had not, I'll be honest with you, if this tile had not been shiny, I would have done the whole room like that. I really like the pattern and the color of that tile, and if it hadn't been shiny, I probably would have just done the whole room. I could have just done the whole room in the plaid or whatever this is called wallpaper, but I didn't. I wanted something behind the counter, sorry, behind the cupboards and above the stove to be tile, and I tried doing a mix and it just didn't work out. So this was probably the closest thing I could get. I don't think it's still perfect. I hate the split where you see the tile turning into the wallpaper. I think I could have just maybe I should have just put a wall or something here. I really don't know. But yeah, overall it's pretty, I quite like it. You know, table and chairs, a little sitting area here for people to have some raisin cake and a coffee. I did not make an actual coffee corner, which is very surprising, I know, but I did still have a coffee pot and a few other little no, not nicks. What am I trying to say? Little things here and there just to add some character. A couple of things are from the workshop. Most of it's from the actual game. Lots of storage though. Like if we had better stuff to put in these cupboards, I would probably maybe fill up the cupboards. I think if I was developing a level for gameplay, I would fill up the cupboards just to annoy people when they have to sell it, which I'm sure is what they do and when they develop these levels. But for just decorating that, I always say that this, you're just staging. When I do these properties, I make it look like I'm just staging the property to get ready to sell it, because that's what you would do in real life. You might have, you know, some food that you just baked or whatever kind of stuff for smells, to give that inviting smell and all that kind of thing, and give you what it would look like to you know, come down in the morning, or where I guess it would come down because you don't have stairs here, but just to, you know, get up in the morning and sit down with a coffee and a piece of toast or something like that, reading a newspaper, scrolling through your phone kind of thing. And that's just kind of the vibe I go with. That's how I set up these properties, is just as if I'm staging it for a sale. Over here is a pantry, or a storeroom. So it's called a storeroom, but it's actually a pantry. I didn't put anything on these things. I just put these in here, and you know, voila. I probably could have made this into a butler's pantry now that I think of it, and then put the coffee pot and all that kind of stuff, maybe an ice machine in here. I don't know if we have, I think they might have a mini fridge, you know, for like wine, you know, like a wine cooler kind of thing. I think that would be really cool in this room. It is one of the few rooms that I kept the little additions on here. I essentially just kind of cut it in half a little bit. I think this wall, I don't remember if this wall was here, if I had to add it in, but you'll see that if you look at, you find someone's, if you find a picture or image of the original layout, you'll be able to figure it out. And over here, I just have a laundry room, because you always have to have a laundry room. And I love the idea of having a laundry room at my back door. I probably would have like other stuff stored in here, you know, like your you know, shovels and all that kind of stuff. But weirdly enough, they don't have that kind of stuff in this game. Like, they don't even have a mop and a broom. You know, I have to, or a drying board. They have a drying rack, but not a drying board, ironing board. So a lot of this stuff is from the community tab. Anything is from I don't think anything in here really, other than the laundry basket and the shelf, is from the game. Even the door is not from the game. This pocket door here, it's kind of cool the way that the pocket door actually works and goes. Looks like it's going into the wall. It's just too bad it's not functional. I really hope in House Flipper 2 they're able to make this kind of stuff seem functional and be able to make it functional like the real stuff in the real game, and make the doors open and close, and the lights turn on and off, and the TV turn on and off. That would be a fun thing to do. But for now, I guess we just have to deal with what we have. Anyway, so let's go back out. Now, I originally had this wall closed off, but I decided to open it because I just didn't like it. Number one, I didn't know what to do with this little nook over here. So I just decided to put a doorway in just for extra flow of traffic kind of thing. And directly right across is what I would consider the master bedroom, because it, number one, has a fireplace, because I love the idea of having a fireplace in my bedroom. But it's also just very, very large. It's got a nice little sitting area over there with a TV, very blue. I'm still in my blue phase for doing bedrooms and all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure why I'm so into blue lately. Even in my personal home, I'm really into blue. But yeah, it's definitely a color that I really like. This bed, I believe, is from the community workshop. I really like it. Whoever designed this did a really good job. There are some really fun beds and with nice bedding and all that kind of stuff in the community tab. Over here, I put a little think about it, because actually the other side there, I believe you can see on the other side, if you look in the top right in the map, you can see that it is. Can you shrink? There we go. You can see that it's the other side is the kitchen, and I did think of just adding this as like a little storage area or something like that, but I decided to put a bathroom because I wanted a second bathroom, and who doesn't want a second bathroom in their house? I know I would like to have a second bathroom. I don't need one right now, but at the time when my son was living here, or I had other people living with me, having two bathrooms was a big deal. Now, so we leave this bedroom, we go in over here to the right, sorry, the left here, and we have another bedroom, much smaller. Yes, I could have made it into a bathroom, but again, I wanted another bedroom, and I decided just to use the building function because I still have a lot of perks I have not got from doing building. So any chance I can to build something, that's what I'm doing. So I just have a very basic room, in my opinion. It's very green. I got this bed. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure this bed is from the community thing. I'm not positive, but I think it is from the community workshop. And I did try originally to match the colors of a green to it, but it just didn't work. But I actually really like this. I think this is the forest green in the game. I really like the paint color. I think the green is beautiful. My sister would really like it. She's very into green right now for some reason. She bought a house. Her and her husband bought a house a while ago, and now she's just doing everything green, and it looks really nice. So yeah, so that's it. And I put some different artwork up on the wall, stuff I don't really use most of the time anyways. So there's a little bit of green I see in this picture here that kind of ties in with the space, and there's a little bit of green over here. Yeah, so I think it looks pretty nice actually. So that's the house in the thicket. I mean, like I said, I think I'm getting a little bit tired of playing House Flipper. I think I need to take a break. I think I need to wait until they do like a DLC or an update on House Flipper 2. I would really like to go back into playing that. I know I have a house over there that I am was trying to work on before I left the game to come back here to this game, and I really probably should finish it. The only problem is that I finished it once before, and I'm actually doing it for a second time. And again, like I've actually started that game twice, actually three times. I think I even started it for a third time on a third profile because I just wanted to play it again, and but they haven't really done anything with it. It's very disappointing. I'm hoping that there's going to be some updates coming out this year, new homes, new properties. I probably could do some of the mod houses. I do want to build a house. There is a house in my mind that I want to build. It is my grandparents' house from when they lived in a province where we moved to when I was much younger, when I was about 10 years old. We moved to live with them for a very brief time. And anyways, they were living in this house, and it had no running water. All it had was a wood stove in the middle of the house for heat. And it sounds horrible, but I have really good memories of that home, and I think I'm going to rebuild it. Try to rebuild it. Anyways, I don't think I can do it here because I can't do like a raised platform kind of thing. Because the one of the bedrooms in the back was slightly raised, like a little step kind of going into it, and I think I can be much more, you know, specific about how the layout is in that home, whereas here it's a little bit trickier to, you can't just knock down walls and add walls and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I definitely want to try and do it. It came to my mind the other day, and now I'm like, oh, I think maybe I'm going to try and do that eventually in the future. So maybe the next time you see me posting a house flipper video, it will be for that. So let's go ahead and just try and sell this house. I'm not going to do the garden because it's just not worth it. I'm not going to rent the house. I already have a house right now that I'm renting. Can't remember what it is, but I'm renting the house right now. Let's just put it up for auction. I want to see what I get for it. I spent 7 hours and 12 minutes. It now has 10 rooms. I don't remember what the room count was before. Hopefully you saw it in the beginning of this video. Parcel area 919 meters square. House has 146 meters square, and I paid just over, well, almost 90,000 for it. So let's see how we're doing for selling it. Clean and frank, blah, blah, blah. I want a bedroom in my house. Aren't they bedrooms? I only want one bathroom. Big comfy bed. I love, again, I don't understand the furniture specifics. I didn't, there are no plants in this house. Oh yeah, I only put like one little flower. We spend time with the whole family. Yes, there is. There's this thing called a living room. There was an actual, it actually came up as a living room. There won't be more children without a comfortable bed. So I guess those two beds, because I pulled them in from the workshop, they're not registering as beds. It's kind of disappointing. But see, it even says here, is there a living room? Yes, there is. But there's no place we can spend time with the whole family. I don't know what that means. I do not understand. Like, if Frozen District can give some explanation as to why the negative opinions come up the way they are, for the reasons, and what the reasonings are, like, you know, give us a little bit of something to figure these things out. I know you can negotiate, but I just have no desire to do so. It's just not going to happen. So let's just go ahead and accept the offer and see what the before and after look like. I do like the laundry room. It's one of my favorite features of a house. You can see all those old windows. Yeah, that was fun to have to fill in. That doesn't actually look that much different. Yeah, I know it's different, but it doesn't look much. At least the camera angles were good for this. Much cleaner, much nicer. Again, much cleaner, much nicer. That does actually look really nice, I have to say. You know, it wasn't, I don't think, the intent, but I think it worked out really well. Yeah, it did. It worked out really well. I think it looks really nice. I was going to show you something, and ended up going in and not showing you it because the glitch that had been existing has now been fixed, and I'm so excited. I may have to do another video for House Flipper 1, but it will be for not for a very long time, because I have a huge project I'm working on right now, and you probably saw it in the beginning. I was working on the Frozen Ways former office, so Frozen District's former office, and there was it was a headache. Let's just put it that way. It was a big headache. It was a big mess, and it's fixed. I'm going back in there to fix it, to continue doing it, and hopefully in the next few weeks you'll be able to see what it looked like before and after. So I hope you enjoyed watching. The ending, as usual, is a little bit hello puppy dog, was a little bit scattered, but hey, my endings and my beginnings always are kind of scattered all over the place, so I'm sure you're probably used to it. If you like this video and you want to see more House Flipper flips, properties, changes, whatever you want to call them, I have a whole playlist, both House Flipper 1 and House Flipper 2. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you did that house and how you did it. If you have a video or pictures of it and you have a way to link it, you're welcome to. I think you can put links in the, I don't know if you can put links in the comments or not, but if you can, go ahead and do so. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.